Would it be y'all once again Rezin 47? And I got another installment from my music collection series today. This is part 11. I did part 10 like the start of the year, so it's been like 2 full months, and I've gotten a good amount of new pickups to show off today. Couple stuff in here I thought I would never have in my fucking collection, like ever, and actually just be starting off the video with that. This is a huge, major, big time holy grail for me, and I want to salute all my juggalos that watched my psychopathic music collection video that I did on the 17th. And that's going to segue into what my holy grail is. And it's the ICP's Beverly Kills 50187 vinyl. This came out in 2017 when they did their like 20 and 7 like when they did their Waxworks campaign in 2017, where they reissued like their first deck back catalog minus a few albums. And this is remastered as well, which I don't like when artists like remaster an album for vinyl and then nothing else. Like, come on, we need like a digital remaster of this. But anyways, all the slideshows they did are picture discs, and if you know what the CD looks like, this is pretty fucking cool. So this is side A, Brandon from Beverly Hills 90210, $150 to cross his face. It's the same slash design as the disc from '93, and then on side B, you get Brenda from 90210 with the same treatment. I like this. I like how they just did. I like how they just kept the tradition of keeping to the original artwork, with like all of these, like the Joker cards are the same way as the CDs are, and I like how they kept like the this Wax Gots. It's also Gots thing with like bitch boy Brandon side, bitch ho Brenda side. Not recommended for bitch ass Richies. So what's my shit on here? You got Beverly Kills to sign on, 17 Dead. That beat is fucking disgusting. Isham did that one. Jay goes hard on that. The Stalker, of course. In the Ha, Greasy. Chop Chop with Isham. I love that one. That's nostalgic for me. And then it signs off with a Joke in Mind. So, this is like far past extinct now. And it only came out like 6 years ago. But I got this for like $70 on a Discogs like 2 weeks ago. So, salute to the ninja that sold me this for a good price, because this goes for like triple digits. So, Beverly Kills 50187 picture disc vinyl from 2017. And now this is another one. Another vinyl that I've been wanting for a while, but finally got around to getting it like at the start of the year. It's the Ghostface Killah Ironman Blue and Cream 25th anniversary vinyl. This was done by Get On Down. Get On Down, they're the masters of hip-hop vinyl packaging. They just got it. And this is done up like this is a slipcase right here. And it's done up like a Wallaby shoebox, down to like the blue and cream like barcode tag on the bottom. And on the back, it's got an embossed 1996. I'll get this out right here. So you got the slipcase, and then on the back, you got the original picture that was used on the OG vinyl and the cassette, because y'all know that on the CD, you got this like weird pic right here, which I don't like it. I like this one on the vinyl like a lot better. Right there with like a like his Michigan hat and a fucking towel. And this is a gatefold little ditty right here. And well, the fucking disc just fell out. But anyways, there you go. It's the same thing as the CD. Liner notes. And this is what the vinyl looks like. It's just split right in half. Blue and cream shit. Like layers of ice. And this is the only one I'm going to show off because the other one is the same thing. That's got some fucking loud debris on this thing, dropping that. But hold up, let me get this situated. Okay, I don't think I went through my favorite tracks when I did my review for this vinyl, which I'll have in the description. So I'll go through them now. You get the sign-on track, Iron Maiden. Love that. Wildflower, going at that bitch that cheated on him. Uh, what's else in here? Faster Blade. It's a Raekwon solo. Assassination Day. Assassination Day with like Spectre Deck. RZA, Raekwon, and Master Killah. RZA and Raekwon destroyed that. And Ghost ain't even on that song. What else on there? Poisonous Darts. I think that's a kind of like a underrated song. Winter Wars. Might be you guys' best verse on that one. And Capadonna on that. That's my like Kappa on that is my top 5 verses of all time. And after that is my favorite Ghostface Killah song, which is Box in Hand, which has Method Man and Raekwon on it. And there's an original version you can find on YouTube, which is called Deadly Darts. That was going to be Box in Hand on this album originally, but it got sample cleared, bombed. What's all thing on Fish, Kamei, Daytona 500, Motherless Child. After the Smoke's Clear, that's a deep cut right there. That's underrated. RZA, the drums on that shit, and RZA really spits on that song. All I Got Is You with Mary J. Blige, of course, and then on the vinyl it signs off with the Soul Controller, which is not on streaming, which is a crime because it should be. I had the OG CD, so I'm not missing out on anything at all. But on the CD and on streaming, it ends with Marvel, which is like the CD exclusive song. But yeah, Ironman from 1996. My favorite hip hop album from '96, by the way. So there, we got that right there. Let me get this back in the slipcase. Alright. Now, I already reviewed these 2 albums, so I'll make these quick. I had to have this on vinyl because this is one of my top favorite records of all time by this point. And this artist is my top 5 artists of all fucking time right now, and that's definite. And this is her current band, XX Rips, for 2014. On vinyl, I already had the CD. This is Mary Timony from Helium's current band. She formed back in like 10 years ago, 2013. Their debut album. They got Betsy Wright on bass and vocals, Mary Timony on guitar and vocals, and Laura Harris on drums. So let me get this out real quick. Nothing fancy here. It's just black vinyl with like a regular like cardboard case. So like I said, I reviewed this album, so I'll make this one fast. It's back in here. Alright, so what's on here? The sign-on track, Don't Wanna Lose, that's a fucking classic. Beast is fucking out of here. I love that song. Waste Your Time. I fucking love the guitar tone on that one. You Fell Apart. How You Got That Girl, which is a Betsy song. Waterfall. On my review, I said I didn't like Hot and Cold, but I like it now. That's a fucking great song. New Kid, which is my favorite song the band's ever done. Everywhere, the outro. Fuck my life. That outro is something about to be fucked with. But yeah, Rips by XX on vinyl 2014. Rock is not dead. You just gotta look for it. Look here. This is a fucking masterpiece. And it's a Hall of Fame album for me for sure. And continuing that theme, I also did a vinyl review for this. The Helium, the Magic City, no guitars. Double bundle vinyl that came out in 2017. When they did the Ends with Anna compilation, they repressed this and Dirt of Luck on vinyl, which I think I showed off one of my first CD collections. And just like Ironman, it's a gatefold model, like laid out after the CD. You get all the artwork and song lyrics and shit. You get the Asian astronauts, and you get all the pictures of the band from like the inside of the CD tray right there. And just like Rips, it's just a plain black vinyl with the original CD art as the label. So I'm not really missing much. There's like nothing to be disappointed with right there. But the packaging is really good. I like the gatefold they did, and they got the hype sticker too, which I'm happy I got because I like my hype stickers. But I already reviewed this vinyl, and I already reviewed like No Guitars and Magic City by themselves. So check those out if you want to hear more thoughts on these. But it's a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, however you put it. But one update I want to give is on my original review, I said I didn't like Revolution of Hearts. Fuck that shit. I like it now. That's musicianship on like another level. So Magic City, No Guitars, Helium, 2017 vinyls. Both albums were originally released in 1997. And if I didn't already mention it, Beverly Kills, this was originally released in 93. So those are my vinyl pickups. Get to the CDs now. Put these back. Alright, so this is going to continue on from my last vinyl I just showed off, because not only do I have the Magic City on vinyl now, I also have the promo CD right there. And all the songs in here are the same as on the album itself. But I will talk about something that's different, which is some of the song titles. Like on you see like track 3, instead of calling the Ocean of Wine, on here it's called Two Oceans. Instead of Lady of the Fire, it's called Queen of the Fire. Mach 4. Instead of Revolution of Hearts, they call it Mach 4. Ancient Crimes called Soft Children. And then Blue Rain Solo is just called Harpsichord Song, because they probably didn't have a title for it yet, but nice little item to have in the Helium collection, right here. I'm gonna have to get to I'm gonna have to get Mary Timony's like solo albums like really soon, like Mountains, Golden Dove, and XX. I fucking love those albums just as much as like Helium and XX themselves. So get my tax return soon, so I will be copping those shortly. But yeah, Magic City promo CD. Okay, 12 minutes in. Now we'll get to the hip hop shit. Okay, so I've been doing my West Coast homework this year. That's my goal as far as a music listener. And I went back revisited this album. I was fucking blown back by it. This is from my favorite year in music, which is 1995. DJ Quik, Safe and Sound. This is his third album, because I already have his debut album, Quik is the Name, from 91. I'll have to show that in a future video. But this is my favorite of his, right here. The production, his raps, his gangster shit, and his sexual shit is all like A+ here. I love this picture with him rocking the blood flannel right there with the fleece hat to keep the P in it. So, what's my favorite songs in here? Get At Me. The soundtrack, that's my favorite DJ Quik song right there. He's going to AMG, and it's like a diss track, but in like a party songwriting kind of way. Then you get the title track, Safe and Sound. Something for the Mood, that's like his day in the life song. It's Your Fantasy, that's one of the best sex songs I've ever heard in my life. It's done in good taste. It's not like over the fucking top, like I don't know, like the Pause for Porno or like Taste of Choice. Nah, it's done in like a smooth way. The Hoe and You, same thing. Dollars and Cents, of course. That's a top 3 diss song, fucking ever for me. And then right after that, he keeps going at 8 with Let You Have It, which is another like really dope gangster song. Summer Breeze, Quick Screw 3, which is probably my favorite Quick Screw right there. Keep the P in it, as already mentioned. You got Play a Ham, Two Tone, Cam, High C, Second to None, and then Quick at the end. Fucking, oh god, that's my shit. And the beat and the sample on that shit, get out of here. And then on this album, you get a hidden track at the end, which is called Tanqueray. I like when hip hop artists do hidden tracks because that's more of like a rock metal thing, but so whenever it's done in hip hop, it's like special for me. So this is a DJ Quik, Safe and Sound from 1995. My favorite album from him right here. And then another album that I've been trying to get for a while, but I've been going after this specific cover because this This is a cover. This is the very first time I ever heard of this album, and a certain book that I have. I'll be sure to cover this up. But it's a Big Punisher, otherwise known as Big Pun, Capital Punishment. This is the UK exclusive cover with grew up in the Statue of Liberty with has like a fucking turntable right there, and everyone knows that the UK cover, like not UK, but the US cover is just him with the goggles, which was done by Danny Hastings, as was this. So you have the back right there. This is one of the defining albums from 1998, like across all genres, not in just rap music, but anywhere. I like that picture right there where it's like over the stadium in like the Bronx. And yeah, man, a Big Pun does not get enough love nowadays. Fucking this is because this is like one of the lyrically, this is one of the best hip hop albums of all time right here. Which I'll put it with like Wu-Tang Forever, Soul on Ice, Here to Save You All, etc. Pun's multi-syllable like talent is out of here. You get songs like Beware, the silent track, super lyrical with Black Thought. Try to count like how many rhymes Pun starts his verse off with. You will lose count. The Dream Shatterer at track 7. You Ain't a Killer. Glamour Life with Terror Squad. Capital Punishment. The title track with Prospect. That goes fucking hard. Twins Deep cover 98. Everyone knows that. To the Middle of Little Italy, etc. Boomerangs on here. My favorite Big Pun song is on here. Tres Leches Triborough Trilogy, which has Prodigy and Inspector Deck on it. Fast Money with Fat Joe's on that, I believe. I love that. It's one of my favorite storytelling songs of all time. And then Pearl Scratch with Busta Rhymes ends off the album. Okay, but okay, so here's my shit. It's not. I'm not bitching, but I'm just thinking like this would have been dope, kind of thing. I think the album would have been perfect, like awesome if it ended with Fast Money, and Parental Discretion was like somewhere else because the storytelling on that song is like very cinematic. So yeah, that's a Big Pun, Capital Punishment, the UK cover. I tried posting this on IG just without censoring it, and I got fucking deleted, so that's why I'm censoring it here. But fuck it, classic album, one of the best albums from '98. And RIP Big Pun, for sure. Alright, next up. I showed this off first in my Juggalo music collection video. So I'm showing it off again here in case y'all didn't see it. This is S.O.N, formerly known as Scrub King, with his first album so far, Granite's Eyes. This came out in 2021. Salute to Luke the Goon, formerly of Goon Shop Gallery's Fight Piece. This is his boy right here. He manages him. That's how I found out about him. And this is like some really wicked shit for you. Like, if you want to, like, if you're tired of like hearing about ICP rapping about like all this happy shit and all this clowny shit, and you miss like what the wicked shit's really about, this is a good album to go to right here. This is the reissue that came out at the start of this year. I tried getting it when it came out, but they sold out pretty fast. And this kind of has like a concept to it. You're supposed to like find like the Hive, which is the name of S.O.N's like fan base. And this album, like the kicker for me, what made me check out this album is it's entirely produced by Ala Zulu's Billy Obey. And Billy Obey is a great fucking producer. He makes like these really dingy, grungy boom bap beats. And you get like Granite's Eyes, Evil, which is an acronym for Everything Vile Inside Lives. That's a fucking great song. King of Dark Energy, The Mouth of Madness. That's a fucking great song. Amen with Billy Obey and Joey Black from Ala Zulu. I love that. Gives me like the beat kind of gives me like brainless vibes right there. What's That Noise? That's some really good storytelling right there about him like becoming possessed by like a fucking demon or something. Eye for an Eye. the Blessing, the Hive. It Real quick, for those who have the CD, there is a fuck up on here. It says track 12 on the CD itself is Feed the Beast, and track 13 is Eye for an Eye. But y'all should know about the album streaming, so. But just in case you have the CD, heads up. But anyways, I love this fucking album. Dark, wicked shit, like how it should be done. You know, if you fuck with like Al Zoyolu and Super Famous Fun Time guys, check this out. This guy is up next right here. S.O.N. Grant Us Eyes from 2021. And next up, this is, in my opinion, the most underrated album in Psychopathic Records history, and I will be reviewing it pretty soon. This is Myzery, Para la Isla, Spanish for the island. This is the only record he ever came out with on Psychopathic Records in 1998. He was signed to the label before Twisted was. Let me just make that clear. He got signed in 97. And I have my notes written and ready to go. Shit. I have my notes written and ready to go for this one. And should be dropping it like within a week's time. But you have the Puerto Rican flag right there. You got his boy The Minority, which produced half this album. But yeah. If you're not even a juggalo and you just love like East Coast 90s boom bap music, this is a great album to check out right here. Like, you know, the top track, Para la Isla, Stimulated Dome, Psych It Up, which actually Mikey Clark did that one. Witching Hour with ICP, which was on Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2. Great fucking EP right here. You know, fucking Myzery is a Puerto Rican MC from the Bronx. Came out because he got married to Jump Steady's sister. That's how he got discovered. And this is an underrated EP right here. And a lot of juggalos just don't know anything about like traditional hip hop, so that goes to show you why this is slept on. So Myzery, Para la Isla from 1998. If you came out with that Myzery album, which is like spelled like Misery, that would have been up there with like Most Tasteless, One Less Gene the Hood, and Hatchet Warrior, if you ask me. So you go check that EP out if you haven't heard it yet. And I was bumping this next guy's first two albums at the start of this year, and I'm like, man, this is like one of my favorite MCs of all time right here. And I'm talking about, who is it? Jeru the Damaja, with his debut, The Sun Rises in the East from 1994. Again, just like Howell the Punchman, Danny Hastings did this cover. I love it. Basically, like, the fucking World Trade Center burning down. This is in 1993 when that bombing happened. And then 8 years later, y'all know the fucking rest. But I love that. I love to get this on cassette too because I love this album that much. And this actually honestly is the first album I ever heard that was entirely produced by DJ Premier. Yep. Before Gangstar. Like, Daily Operation was my second Primo album, but this was my first. And then you get like Intro Life. That beat is fucking, oh my god. The Original. Mental Stamina, where he goes back and forth with Alpha Ra. Bitches, which is about some real shit, and he got into beef with the Fugees over that song. You Can't Stop the Prophet. Ain't the Devil Happy, another nostalgic song for me. My Mind Spray, Come Clean, Static. One of my favorite hip-hop albums of all time, one of the best hip-hop albums of all time. I think of 1994, this is one of the first albums I think of. Right here, dark, like dirty, is unnerving at times. Production from DJ Premier, and nice conscious 5% lyrics from Jeru the Damaja himself. He creates a nice balance of like conscious wisdom and just grimy real life shit on this album. So yeah, right here, y'all should know this album though, but love that. And then 2 years later, he put out his second album, which was Wrath of the Math in 1996. Also fully produced by DJ Premier, but this doesn't get talked about as much as Sun Rises, because that really set the bar. And I think he made Lightning Strike twice with this record. Production, still sharp from DJ Premier. No, he had He did Living Proof with Group Home in 95, so his board stayed sharp. And again, this album cover was done by Danny Hastings. You got like the Nation of Islam like star. I think that's what it is. I forgot what it was called, but excuse my retarded knowledge on that. But great album right here. Don't sleep on it if you haven't heard it. Check it out. Primo's production is still tight. Jeru's arguably sharper here as well. You get what's on here? The Bullshit, Physical Stamina, the sequel to Mental Stamina. One Day where he goes at Bad Boy, and Biggie responds to that on Kicking the Door with Life After Death. Revenge of the Prophet Part 5, sequel to You Can't Stop the Prophet. Scientifical Madness, like that dark beat that Primo made. How I'm Living, that's my favorite song on the album. That song just makes me feel good right there. And Playing Yourself, Invasion, about like police brutality. And that's like that's one of my favorite Primo beats right there. But Wrath of the Math from 1996, underrated album. It should get talked about more. Sunrises is my favorite, but if this is your favorite, that's a great opinion, I would say. So Wrath of the Math from 1996. And another 1996 album. I'm fucking up my words. I haven't heard this album in full in fucking years. Long years. But I revisited it yesterday, and I thought, you know what? Let me talk about it. Tribe Called Quest, Beats, Rhymes, and Life. Their fourth album, and also the album they named their documentary after from 2011, which is like my gateway into hip hop itself, was that documentary. Great documentary. I just wish Michael Rappaport's fucking retarded ass didn't care about the drama so much. But this is not the documentary, this is the album. It's their fourth record. And this is way different from like People's Instinctive, Low End, and Marauders. That was like more jazz rap. This right here is basically like Tribe's boom bap album. And that sounds wonderful on paper, but this is a definite downgrade from those three albums. And let me say this, just to make it clear, I do like this album. It's pretty solid. This was when fucking Q-Tip discovered J Dilla, who was going by JD at the time, and he produces his whole album along with like Tip and Shaheed, together known as the Ummah. And pretty good production, man. You get phony rappers, great fucking song and track really has like the SP1200 sound to it. Get a Hold, The Pressure, once again, Mind Power, The Hop. The Hop is probably Tribe's most underrated song. Phife Dawg destroyed that shit. Keeping It Moving. That's like Q-Tip's like commentary on like the East Coast West Coast beef. Separate Together. What Really Goes On. Wordplay. Like I said, it is a dope album, but it's not sitting at the same table as the first three albums. Good production's good. They're rapping pretty good on here, but not even in the same dimension as Low End Theory or Midnight Marauders. So this is Tribe Called Quest, Beats, Rhymes, and Life, their fourth album from 1996. One more thing I want to say. One thing that could have made this album better is if Consequence wasn't on every fucking song. He sucks at rapping. I don't like his voice at all. I don't know what fucking Tip saw in his brother right there, but man, fuck, he is patience testing. But, yeah, Beats, Rhymes, and Life from 96. Great album, regardless. And I want to end this video off by saying this. We lost a fucking hip-hop legend, like, midway through, like, last month. And he is part of, like, one of the most legendary groups in hip-hop history. Their entire music catalog is hitting streaming services on Friday. So I got to pay my respects. And save them best for last on this fucking CD collection video. And I'm talking about the group De La Soul. Rest in peace, Trugoy the Dove, aka Plug 2. Him and Posse News are my favorite members. I'm not saying that just because he's dead. I went back and re-listened to the albums, and I think they're the best lyrically. Salute to Maceo as well. So this is their debut album, 3 Feet High and Rising. It came out in 1989. This is the 2000 repress. And another thing, Get On Down is repressing all of their albums on CD, vinyl, and cassette as well. So go check that out. Go pre-order it. Show your support for the fallen MC. But anyways, let's talk about the album itself, man. Fuck. This came out in 1989. You know, this was like the second group from Mad Tongues to come out after Jungle Brothers. And here you can see, here's how you can tell it's from fucking 2000. It's got the artificial intelligence fucking pamphlet right here. And you got De La Soul, you got like the other 3 albums advertised right here. And here's what the inside looks like without the pamphlet. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm 30 minutes long. But this is a classic album right here. You know, they were going on that hippie flower power shit, which was like very alien compared to like what else was out at the time. But you get a Magic Number, Jennifer Taught Me, Ghetto Thing, I Know, Take It Off, Trip Water, Say No Go, Potholes on My Lawn. That's probably my favorite song on the album, honestly. Plug Tune In, Buddy, which was Q-Tip's, not his debut, but it's his second appearance. And you get Description, Me, Myself, and I, of course, with the Not Just Knee Deep shit. I Can Do Anything with Democratic, Daisy Age. Yeah, classic album right here, man. I know, I'm kind of like, I'm not talking like very enthusiastic, but this video's been like 30 fucking minutes, so this is a great album though. One of the best from 89. De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising. It's probably my second or third favorite, because my ultimate favorite right here is their second. De La Soul Is Dead from 1991. Classic. I'll say it's like my third favorite Mad Tongues album behind Low End and Midnight Marauders. Fucking classic. They ditched the fucking hippie daisy shit. As you can tell with like the flower pot kicked over, iconic cover. And they experimented more with skits here, like they did with 3 Feet High. But I think the skits on here are way fucking better, because you got the storyline with like this bully like beating up this kid for the De La Soul's Dead tape. Listen to it in like the boombox, and they're not liking it, and oh my god, the skits are fucking amazing. They're short, but my god. What's on here, man? Oodles of O's, great song. Johnny's Dead, Roller Skating, January and Saturdays, Biddies in the BK Lounge, My Brother's a Basshead, Let Me In. Actual Connections at a High Five. That song's one of my fucking favorites. Rapping bullshit, and then that I think it was a James Brown sample they used that kicks in, fucking hard. One of the greatest storytelling songs in hip hop history that needs to get talked about more. My favorite De La Soul song is Millie Pulled a Pistol on Santa. Some dark real life shit they talk about in there, and ahead of the time with 91 with that kind of song. And then after that you get a fucking great like True Boy solo song, Who Do You Worship, where he's like, I think I'll go down to Killah and just be a fucking dickhead. And I love how they did the production where it's like a harp sample in the verse and then like this heavy metal beat in the chorus. Kicked Out the House is on here. Ring Ring Ring. Swing a Locate, I think is how you say it. Fanatic of the B Word. Like I said, I love the skits in here, where I think it's True Boy Plike who's like doing the bully voice, and he keeps like punching Posse News whenever he disagrees with his opinions, and then Maceo's like, "Will you stop fucking with him, man?" De La Soul Is Dead from 1991. My favorite De La album. My second favorite's probably either Balloon or it's probably Balloon Mind State. Salute to Stakes is High as well. So that's my CD collection. or Music Collection Part 11. Salute for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. This one was pretty fucking long-winded, so I apologize for that. But thank y'all for watching. Myzery Parallel EL review coming pretty soon. And until then, I am fucking out of here.